Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this OXO 12-cup coffee maker with podless single serve function. I'm also going to be using the OXO grinder to grind my very own coffee, whole bean coffee. Okay, so up top here we've got a really large basket. When we're going to do like 5 to 12 cups of coffee, you're going to use this basket style. It's a large basket. If you want to make a smaller quantity, 2 to 4 cups, then you put this basket in here. It snaps down in there, and it takes a number 2 cone filter, a paper filter you're going to put in there like that. There's the brew head. This can come off for easy cleaning. This is where we put the water right back here, nice big opening. Now the way this coffee maker works is, that's like a kettle. You're going to put the water in there. It's going to heat, that's a heating element in the bottom of there. It's going to heat that water up almost to a boil, and then it's going to turn like a pump on and then send it over the coffee. Okay, so let's put the big basket style filter in. Again, make sure you go underneath that little lip right there, then push it down. Now the paper filter I'm using, this is an OXO commercial grade large paper filter. It is a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger than an 8 to 12 cup standard coffee filter. Okay, so let's grab some whole bean coffee. Let's open it up here in the back. After you're done, you can reseal this. It has a resealable seal. Let's just pour some in. Now, I like to grind mine on a medium grind, so I'm going to turn this to the medium where that lines up there. I got this, and hit the start button. Okay, let's add our water to the back. Now, whatever amount of water you put back here, that's what it's going to brew when you press the brew button. So if you only want 8 cups, just fill it up to the 8 mark. If you only want 2 cups, fill it up to the 2 mark. Because when you press that brew button, whatever amount of water back is here, that's what it brews. It brews the entire amount. I'm going to do 12 cups, so I got it filled up to the 12 mark. Okay, it comes with this nice scoop. Here's my coffee. I'm going to put 1 scoop for every cup I'm going to brew. So I'm going to put 12 of these scoops in. Now this scoop is a little bit more than a tablespoon. The tablespoon mark is just right up like that line right there. This is about almost a tablespoon and a half. But you're not supposed to put any more than 12 scoops of this in there. So with this grinder on 8, it all the way to the max, the 30-second mark, that equates to 12 of these scoops. I emptied out this in there. That's how much I need for 12 cups of coffee. Close the lid. Now here's the stainless steel carafe. There is no warming plate. But if you want to brew into a mug, it does come with this little tray because it's going to drip in there when you're using this. This does not have drip stop. The 12 cup has drip stop. So when I take the carafe out, it's going to stop the brew and prevent it from coming out. But when I'm using this one in there, this drips. So that's for putting your cup in there when you want to do single serve. But let's take a look. The line has to line up with where you pour it out. You have to unscrew it. It's threaded. And there is this piece, this is the mixing tube. So this slides in here like this. This is double wall insulated, and it does hold 12 cups of coffee. So when you put this on, just stop when the line is there. That is the stopping point. And this machine knows when that carafe is installed or not. The little icon up there will light up when the carafe is installed properly. When I take it out, it goes away. Right there. Okay, so if the display goes into a sleep mode, you just press a button and it wakes it up. This is a knob. You're going to rotate this. I can do brew now, clean, set clock, or brew later. If I want this to come on automatically in the morning, I'll set the time for that. But let's go over to brew now. You got to press this button. Do you want 9 to 12 cups, 5 to 8, and see how it still shows the carafe? Or do you want 2 to 4 and it shows the small basket? Again, this is just the style that it's going to brew it. It's not going to say it'll only brew 4 cups. It still brews whatever you have back there, but it's going to brew it at like a different temperature and time. So again, press this button. Let's go. We're going to do 9 to 12 cups. Now at this point, I can press the brew button, and if that's the one I want, then just press the brew button again. That light's going to come on steady. It's doing the preheating, then it's going to start brewing, and then it'll say ready. Okay, we're going to start a stopwatch, but what you're going to notice is there's a heating element. This is like a kettle back here. It's going to heat that water up with that plate. It doesn't quite heat it to a full boil. Now, it does come with a really nice manual that has a chart in here that shows you how much coffee you need for 9 or 6 cups. And it kind of has pictures, shows you how everything works. And again, while it's preheating, no water is coming out. And again, that lid is almost 23 inches tall. So there, it's going to preheat the water. Okay, so we're almost at the 4-minute mark. It's still preheating. At the 4.5-minute mark, it switches over to brewing now. You can hear kind of the heating element stops. It's not making that heating noise, but it's going to start brewing the coffee. Now at this point, it kind of sounds like a standard coffee maker. 5-minute mark, it's starting to come over. So it does pause a little bit. It brews some water, and now it's pausing for just a little bit. And these vents are open right down to the coffee, so you do get a bunch of steam out that. Okay, so it's pausing again around the 8-minute mark. And then it picks back up. Now I can also sneak a cup of coffee, but it's going to beep at me and pause the brewing until I put it back. So there, I grab a quick cup of coffee, put it back, and now it's going to start brewing again. It's also going to beep at us to let us know when it's done brewing. It's not a very loud beep. Okay, the water coming out the bottom of the carafe, I'm seeing about 179, 185. Okay, so it's finishing up. It is a little bit louder. You do have quite a bit of steam coming out there. All the water's almost gone. It is kind of popping at us at the very, very end. It's going to pop at us a few times. Okay, so it beeped at us, and now it changes to a time since brewed display. So now that's going to be a count up timer to let us know how long this has been here. Now again, no warming plate, so the coffee maker shuts off when it's done. Nothing stays active. That was right at the 12-minute mark. Okay, let's see how the carafe pours. Again, be careful, this is extremely hot. Yeah, the carafe pours really nice. Not too fast, not too slow. That's going to be too hot to drink right now. All right, a cup of coffee that is 170 degrees. Okay, so I poured another cup. I'm starting to drink it black, but I do like a little bit of cream and sugar in it. It tastes really good. That's an extremely hot cup of coffee, but it tastes really good. Okay, let's lift this up. Let's see how this did. Yeah, it didn't come close to overfilling. We got a nice handle here. I can take this to the trash can, get rid of the filter. It's not going to drip on me because it has drip stop. Okay, now let's do the single serve. Again, this filter just fits down in that little recess there. You got to kind of push it. It doesn't really snap, but it just kind of stays there. Fold the ends of the cone filter, number 2 cone filter, and put it in here and make sure it's hugging the walls. Okay, let's do the minimum. 2 cups is 10 ounces. So let's fill it up to the 2 mark. So I've got my cone filter in here. Let's put 2 of these scoops right here. Okay, I got my coffee in. Let's close this. I do have the drip tray installed. So with the drip tray is about a 7-inch. And without the drip tray, you can fit a maximum of 8 inches. And the drip trays, it'll just drip right in there. You can put this in the dishwasher. Now, since I have the small fit, let's do this. I got to hit this button. Now, I want to do the small one. 2 to 4, and then it changes to the small basket. It doesn't do it automatically. I got to rotate this 2 to 4. Again, it's going to brew whatever amount I have back there. Now let's hit the brew button. Again, started a stopwatch. It heats the water first. It says, now it did say preheating, which didn't take long at all. Now it says brewing. Okay, it's brewing. Let's just take a sneak peek out. I've got coffee coming out. So I think it's getting ready to pause right now. Yeah, it's pausing. Not very long though. And it's still got quite a bit of water to go yet. So it looks like it did a second pause. So after that second pause, it just sort of like hurries up and finishes the brew now. It's pretty much got all the water gone out back. Got a lot of the steam. Okay, so about the 4-minute mark, it's still dripping a little bit. So let's say you decide to take the cup away. That is a drip tray that's going to catch some drips, but not all of them. Yeah, in fact, the longer you leave there, it kind of does make a mess. So you probably want to let your coffee, let it catch it. Okay, not soon after. So as soon as I put it back, right at the 5-minute mark, it beeped at us. We've got the time since brew. That's a count up timer. That'll start counting up. And it is pretty well. So now if I got my coffee, it is pretty well done. So I dumped that out. Now it looks like it'll catch most of the drips. Okay, let's see how hot this one is. It cooled down for a little bit, so it's about 150. Okay, so I did try this. This is the single serve. I tried it black. It tastes pretty good. I put my cream and sugar in it. It tastes really good. I was thinking it wasn't going to taste as good as the carafe, but I think it actually tastes a little bit better. Not sure if that's the case or not, but it did seem like it tasted a little better. Up here, it's got a nice handle. Now, that is going to drip on you. It looks like there was some water up there, too, so be careful with this, but you'll have to get rid of that. This basket is dishwasher safe also. Look who's waiting for her treat. Okay, the coffee did taste really good out of here. It's a $300 coffee maker. That's pretty steep for a coffee maker. I do think it did a good job. Of all the coffee makers I reviewed, I've never seen one brew coffee that way. It's like a kettle. It's, you know, I think the coffee tasted good. It was a nice temperature, and the temperature was probably consistent through it. This is my go-to grinder. This is the OXO grinder, $99 on Amazon. It's just very simple. It doesn't weigh it or anything, but I absolutely love that grinder. Again, I use my very own coffee, Just a Dad Simple Sip coffee. It's a dark roast. It did really well in this coffee maker, so right underneath the videos where you can find a link to buy that coffee and these two products. You are going to have to buy their own brew basket. It's a commercial basket, which is larger than a standard 8 to 12 cup. Again, here's a close-up of the chart. How many cups, how many scoops, basically 1 scoop for every cup you're going to brew. So if you want to know how to set the program, I have in the setup video, when you first get this, I show you how to set the time, set the program brew so that it'll come on automatically in the morning. I go over all the dimensions. You know, the coffee maker looks nice. Now, does it make a better cup of coffee than a $20 Mr. Coffee? Yes. Does it make a better cup of coffee $280 more? I don't know. But having been able to do the single serve without using a K-cup or something, that's pretty nice. There are some really nice features about this. I'm just kind of on the fence at $300. That does seem like a lot. Now the D-scale light's going to come on after 90 cycles. You're definitely going to you're probably going to see the buildup of calcium on that heating element down there. So you're definitely going to want to keep up on that's kind of a nice feature, I guess. And they do tell you to use filtered water. I think you could probably use reverse osmosis or distilled water. Yeah, the carafe is not dishwasher safe, but the filter baskets are in that little tray. I mean, it does pause the brewing, which that does help with the bloom of the coffee, which helps the coffee taste better. And there are a lot of nice features about it. So it's a nice coffee maker. I just wish it wasn't $300. That's when you start. That's around where the Mocha Masters are. When those are good coffee makers too, but they don't boil the water in the reservoir. They have like a copper heating element they send the water through, and this reminds me of a Mocha Master as far as how the coffee tastes. It's really smooth. It makes a great tasting cup of coffee. So I did buy this with my own money. I'll put links to both of these underneath the show description notes. Again, that's why I do my reviews. Let me buy the product, check it out, show you how it works before you buy it. I'll do the homework. I don't like when they send me products for free because, I might feel obligated to say something nice about it. This I bought with my own money. Would I spend $300? If I was really looking for a really good cup of coffee and I wanted these certain features that this has, I would probably buy this. I love that grinder. That grinder is amazing. Now, it's not for espresso machines, but it's for drip coffee makers, and cold brew when you need like a little coarser grind. So underneath the video, if you could give a thumbs up. Also be sure and check out my Just a Dad Videos group page on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on there with Just a Dad Videos. I do free giveaways on there. After I'm done with these products, I will be giving them away for free. I've already given away an OXO grinder, and I'll be giving away another one here real soon. And when I'm done with this one, I'll be doing a giveaway with this one. Really do appreciate everybody's support. Again, underneath the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that really helps out my YouTube channel. Again, thanks everybody for watching. So thanks everybody for watching my video today. Underneath the video, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that really helps out my YouTube channel. Again, you can purchase all this coffee right below the video. You'll see links to them, or go to justadadcoffee.com. I really do appreciate everybody's support. Recently, YouTube just sent me my 100,000 subscriber plaque. That would not be possible without everybody's support. So again, I really appreciate it. I'm excited for this new adventure, branding my own coffee. It tastes really good, and I hope you're going to definitely like it. Again, hoping somebody asks you what your favorite cup of coffee is. It's Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. And again, thanks so much for watching the YouTube channel. Also, be sure and check out my Just a Dad Videos group page on Facebook. This is where I do my free giveaways. So when I'm done with my products, I do a free giveaway on there, and you can kind of see behind the scenes of how I make my videos. Also, check out my podcast, Coffee with Dad Podcast. This is where I interview different people. I love to hear everybody's story, and I just think everybody has a story they want to tell. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and thanks so much. Miss Fiona always knows when I'm doing a recording.